All right, today we're putting on our detective hats. Why? Because there's a sneaky ingredient hiding in a lot of our food, something that can be there even when the label says zero. You ready to crack the case? Let's get into it. So first things first, every good mystery needs a villain. And in our story, the villain is trans fat. And listen to this. The warning could not be more serious. We're not just talking unhealthy. The Mayo Clinic says it is the absolute worst type of fat to eat. The worst. That's a pretty bold claim, so let's figure out why. So, what makes it so bad? Well, it's because trans fat basically wages a two-front war on your heart. It's a real double whammy. It sends your bad cholesterol, that's the LDL, skyrocketing, which is the stuff that clogs up your arteries. And at the exact same time, it tanks your good cholesterol, your HDL, which is supposed to be cleaning out all that bad stuff. It's this unique 1-2 punch that really cranks up the risk for heart attacks and strokes. Okay, so we know it's public enemy number one for our hearts. But what even is this stuff? And how is it so good at hiding in plain sight? Let's dig into the science behind its disguise. Here's the thing you've got to understand. Most of the trans fat we run into isn't natural. It's actually man-made, an industrial invention called partially hydrogenated oil. Basically, scientists take a normal liquid vegetable oil and pump it full of hydrogen. This process turns the liquid oil into a solid fat. And why would they do that? Well, food companies loved it because it was super cheap and it gave products like cookies and crackers an incredibly long shelf life. And where does this stuff actually hide? Oh, it's everywhere. Or at least it used to be. Think about commercial baked goods, those cakes and cookies, microwave popcorn, frozen pizzas, fried foods like French fries and donuts, even your non-dairy coffee creamer and some margarines. These have been the usual suspects, the main hiding spots for decades. All right, so you're probably thinking, okay, simple enough. I'll just check the nutrition label for trans fat and avoid anything that has it. Well, unfortunately, it is not that easy. This brings us to the biggest twist in our investigation, the 0-gram loophole. This right here, this number is the key to the whole trick. Less than half a gram. Burn this number into your memory because it's what makes the entire disguise possible. And here's the rule that blows the case wide open. The FDA literally allows a company to claim 0 grams trans fat on the label as long as one serving has less than 0.5 grams. They can just round it down to 0. So when you see 0, it doesn't really mean 0. It just means less than half a gram. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? It's such a tiny amount. But here's the danger. It all adds up. Think about it. You use a 0-gram creamer in your coffee in the morning, then you have a couple of 0-gram cookies as a snack, and then maybe a 0-gram frozen meal for dinner. All of a sudden, those tiny hidden amounts have turned into a pretty significant dose of the worst fat you can eat, all while you thought you were eating none at all. So how do we fight back? How do we see through this deception and find the truth that the nutrition label is allowed to hide from us? Well, this is where your real detective work comes in. It's time to solve this thing. Here's your 4-step guide. It's really simple. You pick up a product. Step 1, you glance at the nutrition facts. Step 2, you'll probably see that big, reassuring trans fats, 0 grams. But, and this is everything, step 3 is the most important. Don't stop there. Your eyes have to keep moving down the package right to the ingredients list. And this is the smoking gun. This is the clue you're looking for. If you see the words partially hydrogenated oil anywhere in that list of ingredients, you've found it. That product has trans fat in it. I don't care what the nutrition label says. This phrase is the only way to be 100% sure. Okay, now that you're an expert at spotting the bad guys, let's flip the script and talk about the heroes of our story. Let's look at the healthier fats you should be choosing instead. So instead of those artificial, man-made solid fats, what you really want to be looking for are unsaturated fats. These are the good guys, the natural fats that you find in things like olive oil, avocados, nuts like almonds and walnuts, and fatty fish. These are the fats that actually support your health. But hey, one last critical tip for your detective toolkit. Just because a package proudly says it's trans fat free doesn't automatically mean it's healthy. A lot of times, food manufacturers just swap out the partially hydrogenated oils for other not-so-great fats, like huge amounts of saturated fats from palm oil. So always look at the bigger picture. So there you have it. You know the secret, you know the loophole, and you know the exact clue to look for. The power is officially back in your hands. So my question for you is this. Now that you're a food detective, what are you going to find hiding in your own kitchen? Go take a look.